What's this Andrew Tate sparring? Gets hit. What? Why can't my man get hit? You know, they waiting for him to fail so much.
Son, he looks huge now. That guy
he
is
did.
massive.
He gained weight in jail. What the fuck were they feeding him in there?
He said, I'm doing 1,000 push-ups or whatever, and I was like, that's cap. And now I'm looking at him, he might have been.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is huge, dude.
He did get got.
Yeah, he's getting got, but and the guy he's hitting is a lot smaller.
Shit.
But then you'll see.
Oh, he's getting fucked up.
I mean, he's boxing in business clothes, which is wild.
It don't matter. He's getting.
Nah, go full screen, Miles. You about to see it.
It's okay. I got it.
Here we go.
Slow as fuck.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
And
Those
then
are all blocked.
Nah, here it comes.
These are all blocked.
Here it comes.
Blocked.
Yeah, I think it's this one.
Oh,
Okay.
good shot.
There it is.
Oh, that was a good body shot.
There it is.
Son, that don't make up for all the times he got caught, son.
Yeah.
Dude caught him mad times.
He caught him. He got caught.
Son, it's like red pills are taking some L's, boy.
You think that's an L for real?
No.
Son, he got caught like 4 times. Like clean shots.
He did. But I also think it was cool that he posted that. Like, it's easy to only post your W's, but like.
That is true.
You stood in there, you took some shots, and then you landed a nice body shot. That was
a nice.
a good body shot.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still.
So what happens with Andrew Tate, you think? Do you think that, let's say he gets off, do you think he learns his lesson and he basically goes, it's not worth going through jail and house arrest, et cetera. I can still make money outside of this. I don't need the risk of my freedom. Let me tone it down. Or do you think he goes Super Saiyan?
I'm really curious because my first reaction is he's gonna have to lean in even more on some like kind of Trump shit, but he's smarter than all these other red pill guys. And you can't treat him like most normal media person. He's smarter than most media personalities, period.
Yes.
So he could find a way to stay relatively true to his brand and pivot out of some of that quote unquote toxic shit.
Yes.
So I'm curious to see how he handles it because it feels like right now he's free mostly and he's being pretty low key.
Because he has to be.
Because the trial is still going on or whatever. So I'm curious when that trial is over, how is he going to handle it? Him in particular. Most people I think I would know. They're going to lean in.
I wonder if there are Muslims, because a few of these red pill dudes like are claiming Islam now. I wonder if there are Muslims out there that resent that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you getting some heat. I'm mad. Yeah, because like, oh, you getting some heat, you getting some criticism for saying wild shit, and now you're gonna use the Islam shield so that people can't criticize you.
And you make Islam look like the womanizer's piece of shit's religion.
Exactly, yeah. So you maybe it's authentic, maybe they did find God through it, and that's possible. But it's also possible that it is a convenient shield they can use and, billions of people that will support them in their endeavors. But you are bringing all your toxic shit over to an Islam or over to a religion of peace and beauty and integrity.
And it's nice that you're giving them the benefit of the doubt, but most of them, I don't believe it at all because they're not saying they've changed in any way.
It's hard to believe it when people start looking like a plastic bag in the wind.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of these do. Tate was surprising to hop on to Islam because he seemed a little bit more disciplined than a lot of these dudes. But like when you see the paper or the plastic bag in the wind guys, the guys who identity changes every fucking 2 weeks, right? Like those are the dudes that you look at and you go, oh wow, you're just wearing this as a costume.
Yeah.
This is a shield. And that's super insulting because that's people's life.
Yep.
And they're giving you the benefit of doubt. And they believe so
it's
much.
Their life and their afterlife.
And the afterlife, that's everything.
It's their eternity. Yeah.
So it's like, and they believe so much in their God and their religion that they're like, I imagine they're like, okay, I see so much beauty in this, they must see beauty in it. Mm-hmm. It's hard to be skeptical of someone finding beauty in the thing that you think is the most beautiful, right? So if I like a song and then someone else goes, yeah, that song's fire, I'm never like, nah, he don't really like it.
Yeah.
Because I love that song.
Right?
So I understand why people welcome them with open arms as well because they care so much about that thing and they understand the value behind it. But yeah, I haven't really seen any Muslim people speak out about the community kind of like hopping on board.
Yeah.
And taking all their fuck shit over there. And please believe Islam does not need any more
bad PR.
Especially in the woman department.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you conveniently went to my religion. We don't need that. We don't need that.
Exactly. Yeah. We got to bring a Muslim on here to talk about that.
Yeah, I agree. And again, I'm inclined to not believe them because I don't hear Andrew Tate saying like Malcolm X, when he became Muslim and then went to Mecca and you read his autobiography, he changes. He stops hating white people. He says that. He goes through a transformation because that man was about God and Islam and his faith. You don't see anything like that with Tate so far. You know what I mean? If I saw that, I'd be like, yo, fuck. Wow, God bless, man. Good for you. But when you don't see that, it's like, oh, this is your shield, to use your word.
Yeah.
This is really convenient.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break from this exclusive Patreon clip because I got to tell y'all about the best wallets in the business, and that's Ekster. Throw away your wallet. Throw away your wallet. Nobody needs that George Costanza nonsense. You holding peppermints and that shit. You don't need that anymore, okay? You don't even need cash anymore. But if you did want to have some cash, you got it on your Ekster. If you got your cards, all on the Ekster, convenient. Hit that button, pop up. Also, boot protected. What do I mean by boot protected? Someone just can't run up on you and steal your information. Why? The RFID protection has got your back. And you're never gonna lose your wallet because they got a tracker on it. So think about that. Last wallet you'll ever need is right here. Now check it. This does not need a discount at all. You should never have a discount on a wallet this amazing, but we're gonna give you a discount on it. 25% off site-wide with the code FLAGRANT when you go to shop.ekster.com/flagrant. 25% off site-wide with the code FLAGRANT at shop.ekster.com/flagrant. Now let's get back to this exclusive Patreon clip. Watch the whole Patreon episode at patreon.com/flagrant. Subscribe, join the asshole army right now. A new episode every single week. And all you got to do is pay less than a cup of coffee a month. That's a no-brainer.
It's kind of icky to watch.
It's going to be interesting to see when the trial is over what direction he goes in. Because, like, I thought he was making the pivot to Islam in preparation for the trial because he felt like the wall's closing in. So it's like, hey, let me get ahead of it and let me look like, look, I'm a God-fearing individual, all that stuff. Now, after the trial is done, if he gets off, it'll be interesting. I think he goes crazy.
Goes crazy in which way?
Bad. Like, more red pill, more this, more that. Because...
While also being Muslim?
Nah, I think he moves away from it. Like, he'll probably, like... It's easy to jump in, jump out. I think it's easy to jump in and jump out. You can just still say, like, all praise Allah, and then still just do all the fuck
do
shit.
the shit you want. I think it's harder to do that with... Yeah, I think it's harder to do that with Islam than Christianity.
We'll see.
Christianity's become so kind of like mainstream America-wise that there's a lot of people living how they want to live. Islam, the people who are Muslim here, tend to be very devoted because it's a smaller number. So you don't see as many of the
That's
people.
here, you know?
Yeah.
I'm curious about over there, about Dubai, and like...
I know. We all hear, like, Dubai, like, if you want to get down with the fuck shit, there's places to get down with the fuck shit.
Yeah.
I think the red pill community needs him to lean in more. I think if he leaves the red pill community, it's a problem for them as a whole. He's propping up a lot.
Yeah.
What do you think happens?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Yeah, the whole red pill community thing, it's it's really hard to tell. I mean, everybody's grifting, right?
Yeah.
And the problem with a grift is that there's truth to every grift. Every grift. Everything where there's money, there is truth. There are people grifting off abortion and anti-abortion, both sides. And there's truth to both sides. So it's not to dismiss the feelings that people have, because those feelings are valid, and that's why we gravitate to certain content and certain speakers and certain ideas. Those feelings are real, but there are also people that recognize that you can monetize those feelings.
Yeah.
And you can usually tell if somebody's monetizing if they've been trying to make it for a while and haven't, and then all of a sudden adopt a trendy ideology that is highly monetizable.
Yeah.
That's generally how I tell a grift. You know? So if somebody, for example, like, and I don't know Candace Owens' career, so I can't speak on it. But let's say Candace has been this exact same person since she is 14 years old. And it's okay, people can also change. But let's say she's been, I would go, she's not grifting. If she's making money, she's making money. But that's her.
Yeah.
Let's say Candace was one specific way and then completely flipped as a trend built. I'd be like, ooh, that might be a grift.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Candace really believes it, and I also think her superpower is her ability to be hated and be unscathed. Most people cannot be hated and unscathed. And if you're comfortable being hated, there's a lot of fucking money to be made.
I mean, but there is
in the
some
red pill
record of her being a little bit more liberal back in the day.
And people do change as they get older,
That's
they
what
have
I'm saying,
kids,
yeah.
etc. But like I think with the red pill, because it's such a trend, you can see, like I think that Just Pearly Things girl,
Yeah.
do you know her?
I know of her.
The tall redhead girl, I think that's pure grift.
Yeah.
I think it's pure grift. I think that she's probably a girl that just wanted to make it on YouTube. And
Abba and Preach did a video about her, right?
yes, yes. They're fucking, I've been preaching the
They're the
fucking
best,
kings,
dude.
bro.
They're the
They're the
best.
kings.
Yeah. I was trying to link up with Abba. He was out in Miami, but he was a little busy. But
Bro,
yeah, like
they're the
are.
kings.
They're the best.
But I watched a video of that and like kind of exposed some earlier stuff. But I think that like a lot of these ideas probably align with her. She's a 6 foot tall woman. She's not exceptionally beautiful. She's not gonna have the same empathy towards the average woman and what they go through now than some girl who's like pretty and has a lot of people trying to date them and is there. She's probably gonna relate to these dudes more. She's getting rejected.
Yeah.
She's, you know what I mean, not getting the man of their dreams. Like everything that she feels in the dating discourse, dudes feel.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, of course, these ideas are gonna align, but the grift is saying, hey, these dudes that are looked at as if they hate women ain't wrong.
Yeah.
And then the dudes get to go, see, at least women agree with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can also just look at the gray space in the market. There's like a void in the market for a woman who sides with those guys. Of
course.
And that is the equivalent of the Candace Owens for white people. There is a market for a black person who agrees with all these people.
Yeah.
There are endless amounts of money for non-white people that are willing to tell white people they're not racist.
Yeah.
And there's endless amount of money for non-males that are willing to tell men that they're not sexist.
Yeah.
Because we always want to be told that we're correct, we're valid.
And to be fair, there's also
Reasonable.
money in in non-white people pointing out white people are evil. Not as much,
as well.
because that's a more crowded market, but that market exists also.
And there are people also, tons of people grifting on the left.
Yeah,
Without
yeah.
a doubt, there are tons of people grifting on the left.
Right.
And that can consume your identity as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a man. Yeah, it's a tricky thing, but that's how I kind of look at it, and that's why I like the Abba and Preach dudes, because like their content, you could say, was like red pill adjacent, and then they saw grifting in the red pill community, I think, and then they were like, "Nah, we're calling that out. These dudes are corny." They very easily could have just partnered up.
Made
They're
money.
very easy, right? Like,
Yeah.
But they potentially took a loss
Yeah.
to call out what they thought was truthful.
Yeah.
Integrity at the highest.
Yeah.
At the highest, right there. When
Yeah.
you're willing to risk your shit to say the thing that you want to say.
Yeah, absolutely. And the grifting, you brought up, there's truth in every grift. The grifter will usually take the truth and then take it to a place where it's not really truth
Sure.
anymore.
But
They'll
they use
twist
it to
up.
defend it.
Yeah.
And then we act as if it's an ideological argument, which it's not. It's not. We agree that these ideas are valid 100%.
100%.
You just ain't in it for these ideas.
Facts.
You in it for the money.
Yeah.
And that's the same with like a religious grift.
Yeah.
There is no question that the belief in God is incredibly important to human beings. It has been since like our beginning of civilized society. We look for the stars for something. Yes, 100%. The what is it? The spirituality or the what did they say? The people said when I was in church and I felt that feeling, it was the Holy Spirit. Yeah, the Holy Spirit, whatever it is. It's like, yeah, 100%.
Felt that fit.
There are also people who recognize that you can make money off of that.
Yeah.
And might not believe those things, but are just trying to make money.
And
so
then
we're
they'll
not
take those
debating.
things
Yeah, we're
and
not
twist it.
debating the religion,
Yeah.
even if they don't twist it, even if they say exactly how it is.
Yeah.
Let's assume they're not twisting it. They said exactly what it is, but they're getting into it because there is money to be made. For example, it's like the criticism of like Vanilla Ice in hip hop.
Yeah.
You could argue that was a grift. It's like, yo, clean cut white boy who knows how to dance. We're gonna make him rap, and we're gonna grift off the fact that this hip hop music is the new cool poppy thing, when he might not be the most authentic voice for
Right.
as a rapper. There have been white rappers that nobody questioned their shit ever. Beastie Boys have been rapping from the beginning,
Yeah.
and I don't remember everybody ever coming in going, "Oh, these are just some white boys taking advantage of the movement."
Yeah.
Right? So just because you're doing the thing doesn't mean that you're authentic.
Yeah.
You could be doing the thing, but also grifting, and we can smell it.
Yeah.
We can smell it. And you can tell, like,
There is also something.
they're losers, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
There's no way, like,
Not everybody can tell. That's the problem. Not everybody can tell, and that's why they grift, because they get a big group of people that cannot tell. They can't smell the grift, and they're like, yes, that person is saying the things that I want to hear.
And people don't
That's my
talk to
person.
those people. Like,
Everybody's
whatever-
living in their bubbles.
The infancy of a MAGA person is somebody who just feels like, yo, I'm struggling too. How come nobody's talking about me and the white people in my town struggling? It's all about other people. How come nobody's seeing me? And then one person comes along and talks to that fucking toxicity that's built up that nobody's seen them, and they're angry, and they speak to that anger, and that's their fucking guy. Because now someone's speaking to them and speaking to the anger that's built up. Same with the red pill followers.
You willing to look past all the bullshit because they're saying that one thing that you feel that nobody else is saying.
Exactly.
So that is true. But if you objectively look at some of these dudes,
Oh, yeah.
you know they're losers, right? Like everybody knows a loser.
Yeah.
Everybody knows a loser. Like, I'm sorry. Everybody knows a loser. Like Crowder's wife knew he was a loser. Listen, she did. And he knows that she knew. And it drove him fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, man, I think that it's easy to get tricked when finally there's somebody speaking the way you feel and articulating the things that you feel that maybe you don't know how to say or are not being broadcasted on a big enough platform.
Yeah.
But if you ask yourself deep down, like, are these your heroes? Like, they ain't.
Yeah.
And even though I agree with everything you just said, I think some people's existence, they don't have the same experiences to recognize what we feel someone may be a loser. So in their eye, that is their guy. They don't see, like, I honestly feel that, because the way that some of these people, like, are,
I think in their
the
heart of
biggest
hearts, they know. I think in their
think so.
heart of hearts,
I
they
don't
know.
think so, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't think so either. I think
Yeah,
some of
I
these
don't think
people-
so. I really honestly feel like they're really
I
just
think maybe just because they don't have enough time with them as like a human being.
people too much credit, bro.
No, I'm saying like
We all had different experiences.
I think
It's
we're
like-
all willing to lie to ourselves to some degree.
We lie to ourselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We are all.
Yeah.
Everyone.
all guilty of this.
Yeah, and those people are willing to lie to themselves a little bit more about this particular person. That's what I think.
Because that specific thing that they're speaking on is that much more important and has affected them that much more in their life.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when we're at war with a country, right? The person that speaks the loudest about how horrible our enemy is probably the person that we're going to be most drawn to, because that enemy has hurt us, has affected our lives, has hurt our family. They've maybe killed our brothers and sisters. Like, so if there's someone out there talking that shit on the enemy, we're like, yeah, he's speaking it. We're not even looking at the fact that they might also be a loser that's just really good at talking shit about China, whoever the fuck we're fighting, which I think what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess that's fair enough. When there's enough desperation, the people that speak to your desperation, you give a free pass on all the other problems that they might have in their personality. But these motherfuckers are losers. Nah, they're losers, bro. It's crazy. Like, they are, dude. It's crazy.
Losers be winning sometimes.
Sometimes they do.
Losers be winning, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do.
They win a sprint, but I don't think they win a marathon.
Nah.
It depends, bro.
Well,
It
we're
really-
going to see.
It really depends.
We're going to see. What else we got, boys?
Trump doubles down. Can we see that video?
Oh, bro.
I mean,
This guy.
Go.